When does different become against? That line is the difference between a subculture and a counterculture. Answering that question is exactly what this video is about. Today, you will learn what counterculture means, sketch a simple model, work through one example, fix a common misconception, and learn how to test new cases yourself. Let's start with the core idea. A counterculture is a group whose values, norms, and typical behaviors actively oppose those of the dominant culture around them. To make that usable, think in threes. List the group's values, norms, and behaviors, then compare them to the dominant culture. If there is consistent collision across all three, you are likely looking at a counterculture. Now, let's ground this with a real case. Consider the punk movement in the United Kingdom in the late 1970s. DIY art, confrontational style, and anti-establishment messages clashed with mainstream expectations for dress, manners, and authority. That sustained conflict fits our model. Before we move on, here's a quick clarification. All countercultures are subcultures, but not all subcultures are countercultures. A subculture can simply be different, like skateboarders with unique slang. In contrast, a counterculture actively resists dominant norms. That resistance is the hinge. So far, we have a working definition, a three-part test, and one historical case to anchor it. Ready to lock it in? Tap the link for study guides and flashcards on this topic, so you can keep learning without missing a beat. With that foundation in place, let's apply the model to new settings. Picture an environmental direct action group that occupies trees to stop logging. Their ecocentric values, disruptive tactics, and willingness to risk arrest conflict with dominant economic and legal norms. By our model, that is counterculture. In a different domain, consider a digital rights collective advocating open access and privacy protections. Their values and campaigns can clash with mainstream priorities around security, corporate control of data, and intellectual property. Again, the through line is organized opposition to dominant norms. However, not every standout group qualifies. A fad trend, a niche hobby, or a retro style can be highly visible without opposing anything essential. Difference alone is not the test. Sustained conflict is. So here is your guided method. First, name the dominant values for this setting. Second, list the group's values, norms, and behaviors. Third, scan for open conflict or rejection. Fourth, notice how institutions and the public respond. Finally, decide whether you are looking at a counterculture, a subculture, or neither. To finish the arc, ask what happens next. Countercultures may be ignored at first, policed when conflict rises, co-opted into products and trends, or over time, reshape the mainstream. The outcome depends on power, persistence, and public sentiment. Let's recap. Countercultures oppose dominant values and norms. Use the three-part comparison and the five-step method to test cases. Lastly, expect outcomes that range from being ignored to being policed to becoming part of the mainstream. Now that you've watched the video, let's see how much you remember. Head to the link in the description, where you'll find Quizlet content made just for you.